Hello, my name is Patrick Tierney. I'm with the WorkSub team. In this video, I'm just going to cover a few things that kind of highlight what the mobile functionality entails and what it might look like for a technician at a site to see their work and navigate through some of their day-to-day. So with my screen here, I've got this set up with just a few standard options. The user can go through and see any work that's assigned specifically to them in the Just My Work field here. So if I were to open this up, I get a nice clean list of any corrective actions I've been assigned to, along with any scheduled items that might be on my list. Those could be planned maintenance, those can be life safety inspections. You can see a few that I have that are actually tied back to pieces of equipment. So for users that are looking to get a little bit away from paper and do this on a device, this is compatible with iOS or Android. We can add new tickets to this. So if we're trying to manage it from that perspective and take some on-the-fly requests or notice issues as we walk by them, we can enter them back in here and make sure that they're accounted for. But in just a couple basic workflows, if we were to open that list of work orders back up, I can see a couple items that we've got on the list. So we could open these up to get more details. So let's look at this one here. So the two cold in this room that we received about 10 minutes ago, we could tap that little menu on the left and then essentially start the job, log some time against this. We have a lot more facilities that are looking to get some better data around productivity and response time analysis. So the timer can be a good feature for those folks. So if I was starting this ticket, I respond to it. There's other things that we can add to this. I've got the time running against it, but I could go through and add pictures. I could add inventory to it. In this case, we'll say I worked on this issue. I had to go to the air handler and link my my work back to it, just so we have good service records of issues with this this asset in this case. So if we tap the link asset, I can search through the directory. A lot more sites are going with the barcoding option. So essentially, you can enact that, walk up, scan that item, and that way I'm just telling the software that, hey, I responded to this call, but I had to work on this piece of equipment. So labor hours would go against that asset. We can pull that up, see if it's a high-risk asset, if it's under warranty, things like that. So I've linked that asset there. You can see HOS AHU002. So made some adjustments there. If we go back, ran a minute against it, linked an asset, things like that. We tap back on the menu, I can then complete the work order and then give the opportunity to add some completion notes in here. We can support talk to text, or you can just log in some notes, anything that's helpful to just catalog what was done as it relates to this work order. So I'll just say, repaired the motor on the air handler. Done. So this is all going to be date and time stamped. So we get live updates coming from the field of jobs that are being completed in real time. So that one comes off my list, and I'm on to the next work order. For something of more of a scheduled nature, most sites are doing things with checklists and procedures more typically. So I'll jump into one of these just so you can get a feel for it. In this case, something like a generator, I can view the lockout tagout procedures. I can view dynamic checklists. I know a lot of sites are still doing this on paper. So this is a way that you can create checklists. We can do this as pass, fail options. Pass, it's good. Fail, it creates a new work order. We could enter in readings here. But straightforward enough, you can create and customize these checklists, and then all this lives in your database that you can now later go back and reference. So those are just a couple of the options that you can go through, and again, we could scan this asset to pull up the service history, or if I need to pull up a manual and get more information. So yeah, those are just a few of the options I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully this was helpful.